So my name is Kimberly Marrier, and I've been actually been sober for 3 years now. Me and all my siblings were conceived while my mother was in addiction. I actually was not raised with my mother. I was raised with an adoptive family. I was in contact with her quite a bit throughout the years. It was an open adoption, and my parents were pretty cool about letting me be in contact with her and my other siblings. And she remained an addict until she died in 2011. On top of being born like that, then you have issues of abandonment, and then oftentimes if your adoptive family may not be what that great either. So I think a lot of my childhood led to me being an addict. I had like kind of a rocky past with my adoptive family. And then on top of it, I think the fact that they were like all white and I was mixed almost gave the sense that I like never really belonged, because it was so much deeper than that. So it was like almost a sense of like not feeling love my entire childhood, basically. Not feeling like I belong somewhere or like I can relate to anybody. I will say it was an abusive household growing up. And so normal things that would be normal for anybody else, like telling your parents, oh, I forgot to do my homework, would be largely exaggerated from a regular household versus my household. So it caused me to like just kind of fall behind in school because I didn't have that support at home. I got kicked out of school for drinking in the 8th grade. So it was kind of like a slow progression. And then when I got older, I actually wasn't living with my parents, and I started experimenting with pills and Suboxone, and I actually ended up getting married off of ecstasy. I had gotten married when I was 18. I got a divorce, and I've been with the same man ever since. And I have children with him now, and we have an adopted child. Like my final years of addiction, it was heroin and meth. I kept not having a rock bottom. It's like every time I thought I would hit rock bottom, I would keep going lower and lower and lower. I lost custody of my child. I lost a man who I loved a lot. I lost a family. I lost everything. And basically I hit rock bottom when I ended up in jail, facing 8 years in prison because of methamphetamine and heroin. When I like went off the rails, so to speak, we were living a perfect kind of like American dream type life. You know what I mean? We didn't have a lot, but we had something. We had a house, we had, a beautiful baby, and we were doing well. And, behind his back, I just started doing pills, and then pills turned into selling my body and doing this and this and this. And so he kind of, when he found out about all this, he kind of took my kid and basically ran. Not like having your child in your life is like every day that I woke up, I mourned her like she had died. Like I was never going to see her again. And that pain it's something that I can't even explain. It's the most unbearable feeling in the world. And I end up contacting him from the jail and letting him know, hey, I'm sober. And of course, he's not going to believe me because, I've said that a million times. And finally, he allowed me to speak to my daughter on the phone. And I had not spoke with her or heard her voice or anything in, I want to say 9-10 months. And that moment was so pivotal because hearing her voice was like, if you could picture a loved one that passed away and then is reborn. All of a sudden I had a reason to live again. I had a reason to breathe again. I had a reason, something to look forward to. And from that point forward, I have never used drugs again. As soon as I got out of jail, I worked with a psychiatrist locally and a counselor and let them know, listen, this is what's going on. And I did do Suboxone maintenance for like 2 weeks. And then I kind of felt like that was the same. Like I feel like I was almost about to misuse it and I didn't want to go down that path. So I got off of that and I told my psychiatrist and my therapist, like, look, I typical treatment is not going to work for me right now. I have a child. I've been gone for too long. I want to, be with her. So they worked with me in therapy to like adjust medications and basically just like talk it out. One of the most important keys to my sobriety is staying away from old people, places, and things. It sounds cliche, but like, you cannot talk to, and that's one of the reasons why I changed my name on Facebook, is because you cannot associate with one single person, no matter how close you were or how good they were. The hard part is learning to like maintain yourself and control your emotions, so that you're not trying to hide behind a drug, or so that you're not trying to hide behind this. Like, the things that cause you pain, you have to face them. That's the best gift you can give yourself, is like to look at whatever hurts you the most and be like, okay, I'm gonna face this so it can't hurt me anymore. You have to face them head on, and you cannot hide from them, no matter how painful it is. Because once you do that and you're over that, oh my God, on the other side is such a beautiful life. You can get your kids back. You can have your family back. You can have a place again. You can have a career. I mean, like I said before, I was facing 8 years in prison, and now here I am, and I'm working on my bachelor's degree in psychology. You can do it. But it's not going to be, okay, I've been sober for 6 months, so everything's cool. It takes many, many years, and I'm still learning. I'm 3 years out of it, and it takes so many years to undo the mindset of the addict, which is selfishness, just basically not caring about yourself or anybody else. And once you do that, you will see so many things in life fall in place. And addicts thing is always, there's always something going wrong. It's always, oh, I lost my phone, I got my stuff stolen, this happened to me, this happened to me. But the reason those things are happening is because you are not like basically living right. And once you start living right, you will get everything that you deserve. You just have to make the initial step and really stick with it.